Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Sound alright?
Halo, salam olahraga untuk seluruh pencinta futsal di Indonesia. Kami dari Moreland Futsal Club dan Series Futsal akan mengadakan giveaway di mana akan dipilih 15 pemenang. Masing-masing pemenang akan mendapatkan satu jersey original dari Moreland Futsal Club. Syaratnya sangat gampang, langsung saja follow akun Instagram ini dan akan dipilih selama 5 hari ke depan. Jadi tunggu apa lagi? Let's go!
I grew up with low self-esteem. It was me and my mama, just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I mean. I see you, I feel you. I want you to know that you're not alone. I know what it's like not to have a home. Feel like I live in the end zone. I'm the one leading the drive. The crew running around in a Benzo. Left the excuses behind. Now I'm the illest violinist alive. I took the pain and I thrive. But look at me now.
A good futsal player has to be intelligent. It's the most important quality in a futsal player because in futsal play is very fast, and you have to think really fast. You don't have time, you don't have space. They have to enjoy the game. This finally futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that we know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level, so you have to work hard every day. Each detail, it's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard and maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
Very good evening. Welcome to Darebin Community Sports Stadium here in Reservoids. Round 7 action of the Women's Series Futsal competition. It's a 2025.1 season, and to kick things off this evening, it is Eastern 1-0 FC against Thornbury United FC. 1-0 in the all blue. And Thornbury, normally in the blue, we're repping their away kit. They're in the white and they're kicking from left to right of your screen. My name's Han Solo. Thank you for joining us wherever you're watching. We are broadcasted live on YouTube and on the WeFroth app. 4 games this evening, a very big, 4 games tonight, very big matchup. Also to come this evening, we have Carlton Heart and Holderberg United in Game 2. Northern Phoenix will face off against Melbourne AQ. And the game of the round will be Fitzroy and Western United to close up round 7 action. Thornbury United looking to open things up early here. They had their biggest game of the season last week. Well, biggest game so far. Scoring their first win against Holderberg United. The total score on that one, 4-2. So big win for Thornbury. Can they back it up and make it 2 back-to-back wins in a row? But that was a big feat for them to find their groove after 6 rounds to take that crucial 3 points away from Holderberg United. Eastern FC just fell a little bit short against Carlton Hart in round 6. They were able to get an early fixture for once and can enjoy the rest of their night after this one. So believe it or not, Thornbury no longer sitting in the bottom of the ladder. Eastern FC still yet to win their first game of the season, so it could be tonight an opportunity for them to get themselves the 3 points. Selena Danilis, confidence early here for 1-0 FC. She's in goals in the all red on the right for Eastern. Alexandra, number 23. Sophie McCaffrey played a wonderful game last week. She's number 10. Kate Bennett, number 7. Nidalab Mohammadi, number 77. Dita Fatria Andrini, number 32. And Marina Traversio, number 9. Dolly Nagy, also number 6 for Eastern FC. Thornbury United have got a few on their bench this evening. In goals, we've got Danny Petreska, Louise Howard, number 3, Angela Zhang, number 6, Brianna Maguire, 11, Megan Lee, 13, Lynn Lee, number 2, Imi Plaza, number 5, Teresa Pham, 4, Nadia Newhoff, number 9, Quinn Nguyen, good to see her back, number 18, and Alana Humphreys-Gray, number 8. Here's Imi Plaza. 2 players in front of her, decides to strike the ball anyway. Almost being cleared away there by Bennett, but McCaffrey comes in for a little bit of artillery. And it'll be a throw-in for the keeper, Danilis. Long throw through the middle. Strike there, right idea. Houston looking to find something there in the right-hand corner. Thornbury, reset of the ball. Plaza. Chance here for Thornbury. Bit of a collision there between Thornbury and the keeper. Free kick given to Selena Danilis. May have just a little bit of an accidental push in the back there. And Girini couldn't keep the ball in for Easton, so Thornbury will reset it. Plaza. Back to Newhoff. A little bit of a rush ball between a few of the players. It is the first game. Normally it takes a while for players to kind of get inside their groove. This is where sometimes pre-game warm-up and drills play a part in how the game will unfold and how the players will get their mindset in the game. And Easton will reset from the back here. McCaffrey asking for the 1-2, does well, but the final touch wasn't able to reach. Could be Mohammadi. Oh no, it's Dolly Nagy. And Danny Petreska, $5 a penny every time she throws the ball in the ceiling. I think she may have detached one of the railings there. There's one loosely kind of rolling up and down. First one of tonight. Zhang will bring in the side ball for Thornbury. Just kicking there from way too far from goals there, Lin Lee. Zhang, Plaza, turns, blocked. Petreska looking to clear it away to Plaza. And find Lin Lee on the right side. Amy Plaza takes a break. Here's Bennett, chance here for Easton. Finds Nagy, no options forward. And eventually McCaffrey takes a wild shot. And also Danilis. Confidence from the youngster. Side ball for Easton on the far side. Still 0-0 here inside the first game of round 7. Really good touches there from Humphreys Gray, but it's an Easton ball. Nagy. Opts to track back to McCaffrey. Bennett under a little bit of pressure, runs out of room, and it's going to be a Thornbury ball. A bit of rush ball. Megan Lee haven't had a clean possession as of yet. Nagy working overtime. Getting out muscled there by Newhoff. Newhoff may have come out second best. Bennett intercept the ball. Lee. As Newhoff takes a break, on comes Quinn Nguyen. So a lot of depth here in Thornbury tonight. Ball overturned. Thornbury thought it was their ball. Easton quick to move things along, and referee called it back. So it's going to be a Thornbury United ball. A little bit of a referee error here. Lee moves across it to the right side towards Humphreys Gray. Easton defending in numbers. Long throw from Danilis. Intercepted there. Nagy. Going to try to win the ball there for Easton, but she does. No option forward. Looks to track back to her teammate. But it's still going to be a Easton ball. So for McCaffrey. Wants to go back to keeper Danilis. She makes a run for it. But doesn't pay off. No clear opportunity as of yet. We did see it in the first 2 minutes or so of the game where both teams did try to keep the keeper on their toes, but since then the defending's been a little bit tighter. A lot of ball movement in the centre of the court. However, targets hasn't been reached. We haven't had really any clear strikers of the ball that could be a potential threat. Haven't seen Danilis make any challenging saves as of yet. It's Petreska. Quick release. Okay, I'm under a little bit of pressure. Lee. And between Lee and Nguyen. They weren't able to get it through. Referee. Asking Marina Travasil to take the strapping off her socks, which could be something that could be helpful to keep it up, but not for guideline rules. Reset from the back, a little bit too much here. Turnover created. Lee with an opportunity. Got a player loose in the back post. Didn't use her as an option. That was one of the promising signs in this game so far for Thornbury United. You've got a player wide open in the back post. Draw the ball long or wide a little bit more, just to keep keeper off guard. If you're going to go for strike, you know Selena Dinilis, she's got terrific reflexes. Her decision making is almost impossible to stop at times. Still no timeouts called. Still early signs here in the game. Just under 11 minutes remaining in the half. Eastern in the blue, Thornbury United in the white. Bennett looking to find her muscle way through. Eventually just the final touch there, defended well. She'll have a second opportunity here. Bennett to her right. Lee. Two players with her, but she still cleared it away to her left. Humphrey's great, just haven't had any ball coming her way. She's in good location sometimes inside the D. The pass hasn't been great towards her direction. McCaffrey. Shot on target. Into the breadbasket of Danny Petreska. Long throw to no man's land.
I think it's fine because those shadows are still pretty harsh.
Oh, they've been hit the ceiling again. This rope is just causing havoc here for Danny Petreska. Don't think we can see it on the screen here, but it's gliding from left to right. Nagy, the second player this evening, repping the ribbon. Teresa Pham is the other player also having the ribbon. Ribbon against ribbon here this evening. There's a lot of Humphreys Gray, takes a break, on comes Imi Plaza. He opts to go to the left. Right idea there. Teresa Pham making the run down the left side. Who will break the deadlock here inside Darebin Community Sports Centre here in Reservoir. Sunday evening, women's futsal, the top tier here in Victoria. Does feel a little bit humid here inside the arena. To have one of the doors slightly ajar here on the right. Normally that roller door is open. Not too much airflow here. Here's Danila's making a run. Imi Plaza decides to not take a chance for it. And Bennett intercepted it. It's going to go back to Nguyen. Bennett is absolutely everywhere tonight. McCaffrey, high ball, and it's hit the ceiling. Thornbury United have called a timeout break. We'll take a break ourselves. See you right after this.
One up popping.
Welcome back. A timeout called by Thornbury United. It's still 0-0 on the scoreboard here inside round 7 action of the Serious Futsal Victoria Women's Competition. Just a little bit of a breather, a little bit of reconnection of the tactics and the game plan for this evening as Thornbury United have got opportunities, however, in the final third, have at times missed their mark. There was a passage of play on 2 occasions where there was players loose in the back post, however didn't use that play as an opportunity to connect. I think it was Humphreys Gray twice got herself in prime situation, but her players or teammates didn't use her as an option. At times, there's a little bit of frustrations. You make the runs, you get there, and then the ball doesn't come your way. Here's Danilis. Gee. Ball is still live, and she's still lurking there in her attacking half. Playing, or why don't we just put her on the field? Sendelina playing the 5th player role. Thornbury United need to use that opportunity to just strike it at goal if you can when Danilis makes those runs. A long throw toward Nagy. Took it to ground well. They can move along here. The 1-2. Something to work on. Petresca wants to go out of her line. Bennett wants to capitalise on the opportunity. But they'll reset here, or they'll try to. Lee. Under pressure there by Nagy. Oh, but she slipped though. Referee. This is a chance here for Easton. It's between McCaffrey and Bennett. They're looking towards their coach for a little bit of direction. McCaffrey. Too much mustard behind the ball. It's the first time these teams are versing each other this season. I think the first time Easton are versing Thornbury United, coming in from Division 2 Serious Futsal. Last season's champions and were promoted into the top flight. Danilis under pressure by Imi Plaza. Lee to Plaza. Long way from home. Not the smartest move. You're so far away the halfway line. Strike the ball in that way. Find a different opportunity. Ball's given back here though. In a game like this, it doesn't take much for you to win the ball back on a stoppage. So little mistakes like that, it's not going to affect it too much here. Here's McCaffrey. Bennett. 2 key players here for the eastern side. Nagy. Petresca. Nagy again. Passes one. Nagy on her left. Petresca got it covered. She's working well as a goalkeeper, and sure that Thornbury don't concede, but it's now got to rely on her players to find an opportunity to score. It's been low scoring. It's a matter of time if anyone's going to break the deadlock, or will it be the first time it will be 0-0 draw in this season. Still the first half, game 1 of round 7. Nagy back to Bennett. Made all the runs on her left, imagine! A solo effort from Kate Bennett. Negi have been a crucial target up front. Costa Frutzes. Replaces her with Marina Trevesiol. A lot of interchange here as Humphreys Gray back on the court for Thornbury. Great. Ball high in the area, gobbled up by Danilis. Quick release there to Fatsria and Darini. A lot of new players on the scene here for Eastern FC. The core members, though, have played a crucial part. What is the core members? Here's Bennett on her right. Accuracy, something to be worked on here. Petreska thought about it. Trip there, play on, says the referee. Is a hard knock there. Bennett inside the D. Saved by Petreska. And a last minute trip there. Nadia Newhoff hits the deck, and a free kick given with the sun in her eyes. Just a last minute tackle there. High ball in the area. Humphreys Gray wasn't able to keep the ball alive. Keeper reset. Long throw through the corridor. Bennett eventually finds possession. Not phased at all. Very composed here, Kate Bennett. Oh, got dispossessed there by Lee. Thornbury couldn't keep it alive. And Easton back in possession on the right side. Trevesiol wasn't able to keep the ball alive with this siren calling for the half-time. It's 0-0 here inside Darebin Community Sports Centre. Round 7 action. We'll take a break. Plenty of futsal to come tonight right after this. Don't...
A good futsal player has because in futsal you have to think really fast. You don't have time. You don't have a space. They have to enjoy the game. This finally futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that we know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level. So you have to work hard every day. It's detail. It's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard and maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
It's inside Darabin Community Sports Centre. It's second half here. Thornbury United and Eastern FC battling it out here for the crucial 3 points. Round 7 action. It's the Women's Series Futsal Victoria 2025.1 season. A very lovely Sunday evening here inside Reservoir. Who will break the deadlock? No goals have been scored in the first half. Could things turn around here in the second? Only time will tell, but it's when I feel these two teams play their best futsal. We saw it with Thornbury United last week against Holderberg when they defeated them 4-2. Eastern couldn't get the job, sealed the deal tonight and get their first win. Thornbury United was able to do it last week against Holderberg. Will it be their moment last week against Holderberg? Will it be their moment to get their first win of the season? Or Thornbury, will they make it their first win of the season? Or Thornbury, will they make it back-to-back wins? Back-to-back wins. Hard work to be done for these. Hard work to be done for these two teams. Taking out a few media personnel here. Not having too much. Not many. And she'll reset the ball here for Thornbury. Up. Bennett tries to clear it away. Nagy looking to bring it to ground, but Thornbury wins. He's Fam. Humphries Gray looking for Fam. The ball somehow made its way to the right side towards the direction of Megan Lee. She couldn't find a way through on the volley. Corner kick here for Thornbury. Megan Lee will bring it in. To her right is Nadia Newhoff. Went deep inside the D. Here's Newhoff. Still a Thornbury ball deep inside their right side. Humphries Gray. Couldn't keep the ball alive here for Thornbury, and Eastern finally catch a break. Short pass to Danilis. Bit of a safe move there. Bennett. Oh, target was towards Nagy. Thornbury on the move. Oh, Thornbury! Wonderful team goal, and Nadia Newhoff has broken the deadlock. Terrific. Goal scored by number 9, Nadia Newhoff for Thornbury United. Thornbury, what a celebration, a team goal through the centre of the court and finally has got them beaten. Can they make it back-to-back wins here tonight? How good will that be for the team morale? We'll move them to 6th spot. What a feat that would be. And it's a very tight competition this season as we introduce the draw. No more penalty shootouts if a draw occurs at the end of the game. So this is something that the keeper doesn't really need to pay close attention to in training, because perhaps the only time that may happen if it's a penalty given, but that is very rare. So as a keeper, you perhaps want to focus on other drills that will be more beneficial. Easton, can they finally equalise her? Bennett will unlock from there. She does. It's gone into the stand. Again, nobody is safe. Teresa Pham comes off for Angela Zhang. Danillis directing your players to go long. Good distribution of the ball. Nagy couldn't bring it to ground. And Thornbury will hug the boundary on the left side. Nagy didn't get the free kick. And bodies are flying everywhere. Amy Plaza hits the deck. McCaffrey down the corridor. Things are getting physical here. The intensity has risen, and that's finally have come into account here in the game. It was a little bit safe. But the desperation is highest for Easton to get themselves back in the game. And Thornbury United are not taking anything. And Selena Danillis has hit the railing again. That is just causing havoc here for the keepers. Danny Petrescu's been hitting those chains. I'm not sure what the chains are normally connected to here, but there's two of them. Haven't seen those before. And there it is again, Danny Petrescu hitting the railing. It's the rope that connects from one end of the stadium to the other, where the netting is held. Here's Plaza! Ball probably a little bit too heavy for Angela Zhang to control. Right idea for Zhang to get into that position, being loose in the edge of the D. Danillis making sure she doesn't hit any of the things hanging here in the court. There's Zhang trying to keep the ball alive here for Thornbury. 1-0 here inside the second half. 16 minutes remaining also in the game. Easton, can they get themselves? Actually, it's about 13 minutes or more. Where did the time go? Time is of the essence here. Petrescu rolls it to her right. Good pressure coming there from Dolly Nagy for Easton. Try again here. Plaza. Caffrey comes back to clear it away. Still a Thornbury ball on the far side of the court. Costa Frutzes from Eastern FC, the coach, the heart and soul, the CEO, the ambassador for Eastern. Trying to be very vocal here. And sometimes when you're a player on the court, all you're focusing on is what's happening inside the white lines. At times you block out whatever is outside of you. An Eastern ball just by the halfway line. Trevor Seal to Nagy. Nagy, we're going to find Bennett, she turns! But it's blocked away there by Danny Petrescu. Corner kick for Easton on the right side. Chips it over, right idea. And the ball didn't make its way back towards Kate Bennett's direction. McCaffrey. Danillis making a run. Couldn't find no target. So time is of the essence here for Easton. Can they get themselves back in the game? And Thornbury, if they score the next one, it could be signed, sealed, delivered for all the 3 points. Very low scoring affair in tonight. Lee dispossess. Bennett to Nagy. Under pressure by 2 Thornbury players. So referee calling a free kick. Must have been a late call there. Imi Plaza behind the ball here for Thornbury. Decides to go short to Nguyen. First game back in a while. Haven't had too much game time. As a timeout's been called, we'll take a break and we'll see you right after this. Called by
A good futsal player has to be intelligent. It's the most important quality in a futsal player because a futsal player is very fast, and you have to think really fast. You don't have time, you don't have a space.
How far is a drive?
They have to enjoy the game. Finally,
So he doesn't-
futsal or football
Why is
or
it move
basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that. We know as coaches that every day it's good for improve your level. So you have to work hard every day. It's detail.
Right,
It's
every
important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a
So much
union group, you can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction.
Don't think we had the mics moved, but nevertheless, we are back from a timeout break called by Easton 1-0 FC.
Ready to go.
Resume play here. Bennett. Long ball. However, Petreska left it. Goal did not count. It has to touch somebody. Your own teammate or the opponent to count as a goal. So right idea there from Bennett, but if only there was a teammate there to header it in or a deflection would have occurred. Would have been an equaliser there for Easton. Free kick given to Easton FC. Just over 9 minutes remaining in the game. Thornbury United leading by 1 goal, scored by Nadia Newhoff. About 5 minutes in the game. Bennett in the ball. Danilis to Plaza. They're going to run it. Who's going to win it first? Plaza! What an effort! But it's been called back. Would have been a foul. Was it a foul? Controversial, but gee, we have to have a closer look at that. Plaza may have pushed Selena Danilis. We thought it was a goal. But yeah, I think it was, she shepherded her out of the way before she connected with the ball. So, Thornbury. They finally attacked the ball when Danilis was caught off guard. So this is promising signs that they've risen up to the intensity and creating those fast runs, which we haven't really seen much from Thornbury United. You've got to take more of those opportunities in play. The moment you win the ball, You just have to strike it, which we haven't seen too much. Selena Danilis knows exactly the moment she makes those runs, Thornbury United won't find a way back to win it. Here she is again. Plaza! This is more better play. Plaza have almost cracked the code. She knew to put pressure on Selena Danilis and just find a way to apply that pressure. Easton, here's McCaffrey, bit of fancy footwork, didn't pay off. Went into the backside of there of Quinn Nguyen. Bit of confidence brewing here for the Eastern side. Nagy, physicality, used her body well. Back to Bennett, intercepted by Quinn Nguyen. Former Northern Phoenix player, but have been recruited by Thornbury to play for the Division 2 team last season. Contributed to their big win of the championship. Bennett. Lee. Trips over the ball. Bennett comes to collect. Nagy. Chance here for Easton. But it's saved again by Dani Petreska. Quick release towards Plaza. McCaffrey on her toes. Thornbury ball, but they've got to collect it quickly. They're running out of time. Humphries Gray to Lee. Bennett muscling her, but it's been fouled. Free kick given here to Thornbury United. Just under 6 minutes to go. Will a comeback arise from Easton? They weren't able to find a way through last week against Carlton. Thornbury. Very close. It's just missed the mark, and it will be a keeper throw in here for Eastern FC. Nagy. 1-2, did get to her. McCaffrey. Humphries Gray. I'm going to find something there in the near post. Easton back on the move here. They've distributed the ball well, but Nagy's lost it. She wins the ball back here for Easton. I'm going to go wide. Still an Easton ball. Bennett. McCaffrey. Nagy. Petreska. Saved it for Thornbury. Quick release towards Pham. Pass cut off there by Nagy, and Thornbury will reset it. Thornbury still in the lead. 1 goal to 1-0 FC 0. But things could quickly turn around. Dani Petreska veered it over the goal. Though it's a corner kick for Easton. Get another opportunity here. So round 7 action, 3 more games to follow. Carlton hard against Holderberg United, the rivalry. Can't wait to see that one unfold. They'll verse each other for the first time this season. Reese Intuisi against Costa. Nagy, oh, it's bounced in, no! Very close for Easton. We thought somehow that veered over the line, but it didn't. It was the last moment pull away from Dani Petreska in the pink tonight, wearing her fluorescent boots. Danilis toe pokes it, and Dani happy to leave it to go wide. Pham. Lee. Trying to find the ball back to Pham. Wins it again here, Lee. To a right to Humphries Gray, but wasn't on the same page there. It was about a half a step too late. As you can see, Carlton warming up. They're on the far left side of the court. Looks like they'll be repping the maroon tonight. One of their many kits that they've got. In goals, could see the return of Sophia Alvarenga. Petreska, long throw. Pham. Still trying to win the ball here. Humphries Gray. Switches over. And Pham hugging. I think it may have just gone over the white line by a millimetre. Looking to play it on. Referee says no. Bennett quick to move things along. Nagy. Pham on her toes. Back to Pham. Been manned there by McCaffrey. Bennett always at the right place at the right time. Timeout's been United. They still hold the lead. 1-0. We'll take a break. We'll see you soon.
And quality in our futsal play because in futsal play is very fast. They don't.
Upper hand of that goal scored by of the team. It rely heavily. Here they go again. Nagy, chance in front of goal. Probably took a millimetre second, a little bit too long there. Petreska. Very good in ground. Haven't had too many high balls that. Handball's called. Eastern FC get a free kick here. Bennett will behind it. She's got Dennis on her right. The wall. It's still a side ball for Eastern on the right side. Against Maguire. Oh, at Hewitt. McCaffrey. Yeah, Bennett. No! Not their night tonight, Eastern. Couldn't find a way to back to fight and find the equaliser. Up at Thornbury. They're getting themselves comfortable here in the season as they get the crucial 3 points. We'll hope to bring you a play of the interview after this. And it's Carlton up against Holderberg.
They have to enjoy the game. This finally futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that we know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level, so you have to work hard every day. It's detail, it's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can World Cup or you can win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard. And maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
Halo, salam olahraga untuk seluruh pencinta futsal di Indonesia. Kami dari Moreland Futsal Club dan Series Futsal akan mengadakan giveaway di mana akan dipilih 15 pemenang. Masing-masing pemenang akan mendapatkan satu jersey original dari Moreland Futsal Club. Syaratnya sangat gampang, langsung saja follow akun Instagram ini dan akan dipilih selama 5 hari ke depan. Jadi tunggu apa lagi? Let's go!
Benzo, left the excuses behind. Now I'm the illest violinist alive. I took the pain and I thrive, but look at me now.
A good futsal player has to be intelligent. It's the most important quality in a futsal player because in futsal play is very fast, and you have to think really fast. You don't have time, you don't have a space. They have to enjoy the game. Finally, futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that we know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level, so you have to work hard every day. Each detail, it's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard and maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
Kickoff is about underway. It's game 2 of round 7 action. Sunday is Women's Series Futsal Victoria competition. Broadcasted live from YouTube and on the WeFroth app. Thanks for joining us wherever you're watching. If you just joined in, the first game results: Thornbury United 1, Eastern FC 0. So Thornbury back-to-back wins. Congratulations to them. Very low-scoring affair, and they're able to find their way into this season, coming from Division 2. Eastern FC, this is a big game ahead. Old rivals. That's been created because it's ex-Carlton Heart players in Holderberg versus Carlton Heart. They're in the maroon, Carlton, and Holderberg in the yellow and black. Good to see Sophia Alvarenga back in goals for Carlton Heart as Holderberg might start things early, but a big save from, just mentioned, Sophia Alvarenga. Other players on the court also, we've got number 9, Anna DeWong for Carlton. Greta Jowett-Smith, number 30 on the court at the moment. And Isabella Chincotta, Jaina Bennett, and Amina Sharafi yet to have game time. They're on the bench at the moment. As tonight, yellow and black this season. Missing last season due to other commitments. Almost missing their mark, but however, will they? Holderberg, they're a little bit short. Holderberg, they're a little bit short. The rivalry, we did see them last time. It means quite a lot here. Gotta keep it all aside. Can't let the emotions roll over. The main game right now, the main focus for Holderberg is not to concede anymore, especially when they've got a new keeper in lieu of Paige Daly. One of the things here, when you don't have a second goalkeeper, which was quite strict a couple of seasons ago, where Cirrus Futsal required at all times at every single game that you must have a second goalkeeper in case anything happens. Luckily, we haven't had too many major injuries for goalkeepers this season. Sophia Alvarenga, we saw that hand injury. Oh! Something out of nothing. Freya Duffy from the bench, scoring Carlton's Heart second. Goal scored by number 4, Freya Duffy for Carlton. Unbelievable. Can you believe it? Costa from Holderberg have caught a timeout. Very crucial, very smart play. We'll take a break and we'll see with plenty of futsal action after this.
dalam olahraga.
Welcome back. A timeout called by Holderberg United as they trail by 2 goals. Carlton Hart continue off where they left off, and they had a big win against Eastern FC last week. The week before that, they defeated Thornbury 3-1. So they're on to... Oh! What a goal! Can you believe it? Another substitute coming on board, Maya Sumaro in the back post. Carlton on fire. Goal scored by number 11, Moa Sumaro. What is happening here? Carlton Hart scoring 3 unanswered goals in the first moments of this game. It's coming alive. And Holderberg is shook. When I'm talking about they need to focus on their defending, don't think they heard me here in the commentary box, because how do they let 3 goals go in a fashion like that? They've got to get their heads in the game, and they've got to do that soon, because sooner or later it will be harder to come back from this. What can they do? It's a free kick given to Carlton. Well, will the comeback be on? We've seen that happen before. Now, hopefully it was all caught on camera and all caught on the screen for those viewers at home. We do understand there was a little bit glitchy before. I did have issues on my end. I'm trying to get the YouTube video up and running, but it looks like it may be working okay right now. Just under 15 minutes remaining. And this is just all comes to a little bit of, I wouldn't say incompetent defending, but you don't have your usual goalkeeper for tonight, Holderberg. Here's a ball! 2 back-to-back goals. She was in the edge of the D. The ball came her way. She turned and she scored. And there was absolutely nothing stopping her. Terrific goal from Mawa Samaru. Goal scored by number 11, Mawa Samaru. Where is this game going? I'm not too sure. Because right now it's a one-way train. Carlton is on it, and the train is directing its way straight to 3 points. 4 unanswered goals from Carlton. This is a demolition right now. Maybe too late for Holderberg to come back from this. We do see Amina Sharefi on the court now, number 43 for Holderberg. Jaina Bennett, Isabella Cincotta, Mariella Bagang. Haven't seen Holderberg play like this in this fashion. Where is their defending? At times I rely perhaps too heavily on goalkeeper Paige Daly, and when she's not here, they struggle a little bit. Bennett. Carlton ball. Racinos. Finds Howard in the back. To her left. Valalta Rocker. Samaru. Working on the right. Just over 12 minutes to go. First half, it's game 2 of round 7 action. And the first game this evening, Thornbury United, spoiler alert, winning their second game of the season against Eastern FC, and it was 1-0. As Mariella Begang just lost her footing there. 2 more games to follow after this. Plenty of futsal still to come tonight. Northern Phoenix up against Melbourne ACU. That's the ACU derby. And the final game of tonight, the game of the round, it's Fitzroy and Western United. Howard, Samaro, pass towards Racinos, wasn't there. Brocker came back to collect. Now Varenga, long throw, a little bit of an outreach there for Alelta Rocker. So I believe we might see Paige Daly just enter the arena now. For those a little bit too late. Shinkota lost her footing. Quickly apologises to Jana Bennett, who was lurking on the left side. Carlton reset from the back. Racinos to Howard. Chips it towards Rocker. Sharifi lays it off to Bennett. Overlapping run. Sharifi, can she cut it in? She does. The Samuro got in the way. Looking to find Racinos. Number 3 against number 3, but Carlton have won it. Side ball on the far side of the court. Samura left it behind for Howard. And Mariella Begang quick to clear it away. Bennett. Sharifi lurking on the right side. Didn't reach her. Chinkota desperate to keep the ball alive. It's going to go back to Mariella Begang. The 1-2 goes back to Bennett. Sharifi. Options, but she got dispossessed. Here's Tamara on her left. And a big save from the keeper. I want to bring Paige Daly on, but we have to do it with a timeout. Bennett megged her opponent, but Alvarenga got out of the way. Reese into Wissy have called for a timeout here, so that might be happening soon as Begang on her left. Timeout for Carlton Hart as they lead 4-0.
Tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard and maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
Welcome back. A timeout called by Carlton Hart, Reese into Wissy, as they lead by 4-0. I'm going to start day one against their rival Holderberg United, as the first appearance we see here from goalkeeper Paige Daly coming in late here in the game. Don't think she'll be happy with the 4 goals that's been conceded, though. Nonetheless, congratulations so far to Carlton to create those opportunities. Goal scorers again. Kobe Wilbert scored the first one, then shortly followed by Freya Duffy And it was 2 back-to-back goals by Mawa Samuro. Here's DeWong on her right. Here's Chincotta to Jawed Smith. Sharifi on the right. So Holderberg United might have perhaps their full squad. We haven't seen that in the past before. The only person that's so far missing that we don't see is Kat Salakides. And Liana Fotinos. And at times we may see appearance from Keely Lockhart, but that, don't know, will happen this season due to her NPL commitments. Manaho Ogawa was here last week, but not present in tonight's game, where Carlton always having their full squad almost every week. Anna DeWong always there, so is Demeza Howard, Bianca Racinos. Better defending there coming from Holderberg as Mariella Begang clears it away. DeWong. Howard Smith did a better job there defending. Freya Duffy didn't have any option there, but she'll be happy with her 1 goal that she scored earlier. Long throw towards Esther Benedek. Collected there by Paige Daly. Chipped over towards Sharifi here. Tanaka. Begang. Couldn't control the ball. Had 2 players on it. It's going to be a keeper ball. Sharifi comes off. On comes Amy Whiting. Daly asking for options. Goes to her right to Whiting. Clears it towards Begang. Carlton got there first and it's now their ball. Howard Smith got a foot on it and eventually cleared away there by Sophia Alvarenga. Holderberg can reset the ball from the far right side of their attacking. Here's Begang to Tanaka. Holderberg, can they bounce back? We have 2 back-to-back wins against Northern Phoenix and Eastern FC. Couldn't get the job done between Thornbury. And then they'll be versing Fitzroy next week. Where Carlton has got Melbourne AQ. So gang on her left. Right idea there. Ford began to cut the ball in, but Jowett Smith was too deep towards the right-hand side of the post. As Mawa Samuro back on the court for Carlton Hart in lieu of Esther Benedek. Here she is, Samuro. So since Paige Daly has come on board, there hasn't been too much goal potential for Carlton. So maybe Holderberg United play a little bit better when she's on the court. There's 4 goals. It's going to be very challenging. Keeping the ball alive for Carlton. DeWong. It's vocal here on the court. We haven't seen many players talking to each other. The only voice I hear on my left ear is Reese Intuisi. Other than that, Costa on the right side. Haven't been directing. Maybe he's a little bit more observant here, Costa. Chip from Paige Daly. Asking too much of either Tanaka or Amy Whiting on the right. 4-0 on the scoreboard here. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Not sure where all my viewers have left. Maybe they're here on the court, but whoever's watching, appreciate your company wherever you're watching, on YouTube and on WeFroth. Broadcasted live to you every Sunday evening. It's the Women's Series Futsal Victoria 2025.1 season. Round 7 action, and it's game 2. 2 more games to follow after this. Samura. Blocked there by Paige. Collect to Howard. To her left here, chipped over. Paige Dale hits it the crossbar. She's got a lifeline, but it's her. On that occasion, but the goals aren't that high, and sometimes why not go for the chip over the keeper? Once again, I think my YouTube feed is just glitched here momentarily. Here's Wilbert tomorrow, and it's blocked away by Paige Daly. Could be a season. Really, each week. Fine. They can mould and train into the brain. Seasons continue. Always have been. Tired last season, so now she's scenes playing a hesitated. Goals to nil.
You can win at finally, the World Cup or the European Championship.
Made a Page. And Jana Bennett being the other. But not sure who or how these goals will come about here for Holderberg. Carlton, though, started off strong. 2 back-to-back goals in the first 5 or 6 minutes into the game. And then it was 2 back-to-back goals from Mama Samuro. The player right there. 4-0. And that would have been an opportunity. Samuro. To Racinos. Duffy under a little bit of pressure. Couldn't keep the ball alive for Carlton. And Paige Daly will bring it back hidden here. Late to the game, we did have another keeper for Holderberg earlier on. Making her debut, though not on my Wii Froth up, so not sure what play it is, what her name is. Do apologise. Here's Duffy. To Samuro, but it's probably intended there for Bianca Racinos on the right side, who was making that run. Can they come back from this, Holderberg? We've seen it happen before, but don't know if that was a time where they had the belief. They've come against Carlton Hart, their rivals. Have they won more games against Carlton, or Carlton, if they win this one, they'll be on the upper hand? Have to go back to my stats. Probably will provide that information next week for you when I go back and find the results of every time these two teams go head to head. Here's Tanaka. Ball up to go to Paige Daly. Switching on the left side to Jaina Bennett. Looks to go through the corridor. Just had a last moment glitch there. As Duffy to Samuro. Sharifi came back to defend. Here's Bennett again. On her own. Ran into two Carlton players. Had Tanaka on her left. Quick release from Alvarenga. Back to back play here. Long to back play here. Long throw from Paige Daly towards Tanaka. But she's headed it out of bounds. Carlton side ball on the far side. Freya Duffy. Bennett comes off for Maz Bagang. The burning confidence to pass it back to Paige Daly, but she's going to find her mark here. She does with Sharifi. Good movement here for Holderberg. It's been tricky to get ball into the final third. It's been quite a challenge for them tonight. Carlton defend in numbers. You can see every time the ball makes its way there, every player is back behind the ball. They always tag them. Always at least two players defending the ball. Samuro waiting for a bit of artillery, but she might just go on her own. Tanaka keeping a close eye on her. Plays it back to Howard. He finds Duffy. Racinos wasn't on the same page. Lalta Rocker back on the court in lieu of Freya Duffy for Carlton. Building the play once again here for Holderberg. Sharifi back to Greta Jowett-Smith. Tanaka, can she win it against Lalta Rocker? It's going to go back to keeper Alvarenga. Howard to Racinos. Looking sharper here, Bianca Racinos! Saved there by Paige Daly. Coming right out of her line. Created a force field. Jowett-Smith, such a workhorse. And you see that coming on board, transferred from Melbourne Evolution, who is no longer in the competition. You see, they work so hard. You bring on Melbourne Evolution, just the fundamental futsal. You've got Beck Davies is your coach, manager and player and captain. You know you'll be working hard for her, and Jowett-Smith shows as a player coming out of that camp. Bagang can unlock. No, blocked away there by Lalta Rocker. Bagang to Jowett-Smith, will unlock. It's a ramp. Deflection there by Howard. Corner kick here for Holderberg on the left side. Still 4-0 on the scoreboard, and that 4 goals goes to Carlton. Bagang on her left, firing shot. It's a long way. Close, but not close enough here for Holderberg. Sharifi intercepts back. Heel it. Benedict. Back on the court here. DeWong. DeWong. Holding the ball nicely. Lays it to Benedict. Howard. So here's a player there for Carlton in case it goes loose. Focus on simple futsal tactics here, Carlton. Tanaka. Jowett-Smith looking for Mariella Bagang with the run. We've got Anna DeWong keeping a close eye on every single player coming her way. They'll reset the ball in the play here for Carlton. Still no goal scored here in the second half. I wonder if Paige Daly, if she's been here since the beginning, if Holderberg would have conceded those 4 goals. Well, it would have happened anyway. Oh! The door seems to always be open, and somehow the players uses that opening of the door as a target to get to. And Vera's already got a broken window out there. I don't know if having a window door on that right side is a clever idea when the goals are right there. Maybe perhaps they need to build some netting behind the goals. Turnover created here for Holderberg, and Amy Whiting had 2 players on her left but didn't reach her. She'll try to win the ball back here. It's going to be a foul against Amy Whiting. Free kick given to Carlton here on the left side. Right on the halfway line, or nope, just before the halfway line. And Demelza Howard, the captain, will take this one. Amy Whiting, the only person in the wall, but Howard up to her right. 1-2 created. Holderberg. Time is here. Still equal to Fitzroy. They've got 4 wins in the bag as well. Besides the Acu and Northern Phoenix game, it's quite an even matchup tonight in terms of the ladder positioning. Bringing Eastern were teams on the ladder. Lose tonight, they'll move 7th spot. Well, they already has moved. Duffy got a foot on it. Carlton win the ball back. Here's Wilbert. Crossbar. No goals in the second half. Back to quickly moving along here. 5-0. So over 10 minutes to go. He may be too late. Don't know if Reese Intuisa will bring his team into Nando's after tonight. Bit of a late dinner. Don't know where the closest Nando's would be. Might have to Google that. Checking the maps where Costa might be looking to find a timeout soon. As he does, we'll take a break. I'll find out where the next Nando's will be.
Futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that we know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level. So you have to work hard every day. It's detail. It's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard and maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
And we're back. A timeout called by Holderberg United as they trail by 5 goals. goals against Carlton Hearts. Last goal scorer there was by number 9, Anna De Wong. Okay, if Carlton would like to celebrate with a celebratory dinner right after this, closest Nando's to Darabin Community Sports Centre is at Northland, 3.5 kilometres from where we are. Only about a 7-minute drive, and that closes at 10 p.m. So, Reason to Izzy. Is he going to shout dinner for everybody, or Carlton will after their win? Because I personally believe, from where I'm looking, from how this game is unfolding, don't see there will be a comeback. If Holderberg have not scored in this game as of yet, I don't see them. They might have consolation goal, 1 or 2. But I don't see them coming back to the game, just the way they've been playing tonight. It's now just on survival mode and not conceding any further goals. Carlton mentally and physically came into this game knowing how to get the job done. Very close one again. Back post movement for Carlton has been wonderful. Simple futsal that you can tell they've been working on during training. Chance here for Holderberg, and they do finally get one by Isabella and Chincotta. Between Emily Tanaka, the assist, and Isabella Chincotta. Goal scored by Holderberg, Isabella and Chincotta, number 3. Might be too little too late here in the game, but they finally get one. Not much celebration from the team. DeWong turned! She's looking for a second. Noah Samaro, the only player at the moment for Carlton that has 2 goals to her name tonight. Freya Duffy on the scoreboard, and Kobe Wilbert. Anna De Wong scoring the 5th goal for Carlton earlier. And Isabella Chincotta, the first one for Holderberg. Here's Duffy again. 1-on-1 with Paige Daly. It's hit the post. Sharafi. Holderberg quick to move things around here, but they've finally got one in the bag, but not enough for a comeback. Chincotta opposite, go back to Paige Daly. Intercepted here by De Wong, and Carlton win the ball back. Racinos. Ball is back. Wilbert. Can she cut it in? And it's blocked away by Paige Daly. Right side. A few loose players. There's Maz Begay. The one on her left and the go. Carlton win. Remain 4th on the ladder. Recent to Wesley have coached and managed Holderberg in the past, know their style. How they've started with the start they've had. goals half to bring wonderful dressing Carlton in round 11. Back to Howard. Tanaka couldn't find Bennett. This is where Holderberg got to be a little bit more sharp up. Got to calculate the runs and the passes. Just hasn't been connecting at all tonight. Big game ahead. Northern Phoenix look to prove themselves against Melbourne IQ. This game. Oh! Demelza Howard, the captain. Wonderful strike towards goal. Goal scored by number 17, Demelza Howard. 6-1 on the scoreboard tonight. Carlton playing their best ever game this season against Holderberg. As we knew from the first 4 goals it was going to be a demolition, and we weren't really confident Holderberg was going to get back. We have seen it in the past before. Carlton rebranding and regrouping in the past 2 or so seasons. And you can tell it's paid off with hard work behind the scenes in training sessions, recruiting players. And Holderberg just have to go back to the drawing board. Here's Sharifi, one-on-one with Sophia Varenga, back post towards Greta Jowett-Smith. That is just the theme of the night here for Holderberg United. Got quality, talented, experienced players, but somehow this season it just hasn't really worked well for them. We don't know what it is. Something missing here in the squad. I don't even know if they have the answers to our questions. Holderberg losing to Thornbury and now losing to Carlton. Gonna regroup, perhaps maybe find better training sessions or better players. I don't know, Holderberg. But Carlton have done something. It's the confidence. It's the team morale. It's these players that just week in, week out bring so much to the game. Could be Reese Intuis's puffer jacket. I don't know how he's wearing a jumper and a puffer jacket. It is quite humid in here, even as a spectator. In Melbourne it's March, but it's still quite hot. Really nice conditions here for futsal. As a player, you're still sweating it out though. Holderberg's got numbers forward, but too late. Huge congratulations to Carlton as they win 6 goals. Huge congratulations to Carlton as they win 6 goals to 1. We'll hope to bring you a player of the match interview this time round. Stick around, and it's Melbourne IQ against Northern Phoenix.
Yo, salam olahraga untuk seluruh pencinta futsal di Indonesia. Kami dari Moreland Futsal Club dan Series Futsal akan mengadakan giveaway di mana akan dipilih 15 pemenang. Masing-masing pemenang akan mendapatkan satu jersey original dari Moreland Futsal Club. Gampang, langsung saja follow akun Instagram ini dan akan dipilih selama 5 hari ke depan. Jadi, let's go.
Hello everyone, welcome to the post-match interview. I'm here from Carlton to Meza Howard. Wow, D, what a game from the get-go, straight off the floodgates. Is that the start you intended?
Yes, I think we should always start like that personally. Getting a goal early or a couple of goals early, I think, puts you in a good position for the rest of the game. So, it's nothing more that you could really ask from the girls.
You capitalised on the opportunity of not having Paige Daly in goals for Holderberg. That's something you worked on, going, she's not here, let's focus on getting as much goals as possible, just in case Holderberg bounce back.
No, we probably just wanted to play our game, to be honest. So just as many shots as possible. Whether the goalkeeper catches it or not catches it, we still want to follow up those shots no matter who it is. So, yeah, we just want to score goals early, and I think that's what they did.
You've got core members, yourself, Bianca, coming on the scene, but then you've got new players now like Freya, Mawa. They've just made such an impact in the Carlton brand. Do you feel pretty confident that they can bring that forward, the chemistry building from this season on?
Yeah, I hope so. They're wonderful players. They can hold the ball well. They can take on players. They played really well today. So hopefully we can continue building that connection with them. And I think that showed today. We kind of just clicked today. So I think it's a really good result mid-season, or I think almost mid-season. I don't know where we are. I'm happy with how it worked today.
Fourth spot. That is probably one of the best spots to be in, especially if you've got Fitzroy above you, Melbourne Acuin, Western United. This is probably going to be the comeback of the season, especially coming from Carlton and competing against sides like Holderberg. Do you feel confident that you'll stay in the fourth spot?
I think so. I think if we can, if everyone can turn up every week, obviously we know it's hard with outdoor. If we can play every week like we did this week, 100% we can stay top four.
Appreciate your time. Won't keep you any longer. Congratulations on the win. Hopefully a trip to Nando's after this. But all the best for the remainder of the season.
Yes, thank you, and happy birthday to Reese.
Happy birthday, Reese. Up next, it's Melbourne IQ and Northern Phoenix.
Europe or in other countries, I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard, and maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
Joined here by Costa from Holderberg United. Costa, what happened out there?
Just struggling to get the full team in, to be honest. A lot of unavailabilities, we had injured players out there today.